We're back, and we took a look, a real quick initial look at the Dell XPS 13. I did find the model of it. You know, it's the latest one. It's got the i7 Haswell, which the Macbook has Haswell too, but it's called the XPS 13 ULT-7144SLV.
Is there a computer in there?
No, that's empty. I already took it out. This one was the one that was in there.
Oh.
And I spoke too soon about the brick because, in fact, Dell does give you this thing here that has this, that flips out like that. Bam! You put that on there, boom, and I like that even better because when you put it in the wall, you can put it this way, put it that way, but it sits flatter than this guy. That if you have this in an outlet, it's sticking out like that. You can't, and then this is, you know, doing this action. It does have this, yeah, okay, you know, whatever. But I think this is a little bit of a better design to have it flat against the wall and not have this sticking out. This is really tucked to the side there. And then if you look at the size of it, yeah, this one is the smallest one for the 45 watt, so it only goes up from here. This is, you know, the Apple one's a little bit thicker, but this one is taller, and that's just, you know, the way it goes. So, you know, similar, and you know, I said before, oh, I wish it had the thing that popped out, but in fact, yeah, it does have that. I can tell you, I've measured these already, and this one here is like this much longer than the Apple Power Brick. So let's do boot up tests, and we can see these screens right here.
My turn.
Okay, we got to do them both at the exact same time. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, Apple coming on. So, oh, wow! Look at that. Okay.
Wow.
Beats it. I don't know how many seconds, but, you know, a lot of seconds faster. This one's still going, and what I can also tell you from just shutting these down is this one takes like 10 times longer to shut down than this one. But, you know, here we have 1.3 gigahertz i5. So, there you go. Here we have 1.7 gigahertz, both 4th generation, 1.7, I'm sorry, this is a 2 gigahertz right here. This is a 2 gigahertz. It's called the 4510U. The 4510U. I don't know what this one is called, but this is the one, the i5 1.3. Not the newer 1.4, but this is the October 2013 release of this one here. But on the other hand, this one has mSATA SSD, 256 gigabyte. This has got the 256 gigabyte too, but this is the PCIe. So there may be a little bit of balancing out there between, you know, this is definitely going to have a faster hard drive, but this is going to have a faster processor. Now we see it again. This is what I was talking about. That bezel is much smaller than there. So you go, well, oh my God, how is this 13.3? This is 11.6. This is 13.3. So all in all, 1.7 inches. You're talking about under 1 3/4 inches difference, but you know, just a lot closer to the corners. Is still bigger, but none, and also closer to the corners too. Width on this one, you got 12.5. Just a touch under 12.5. This one here, 11 and 7/8, 11 and 11 and 3/4, maybe 11 and 13/16. Okay, the screen, you know, this way, 7.5. 7 1/4. The one thing I'm seeing here, I gotta fix the settings or something. I don't dig it, but if it detects that it's brighter or darker, it quickly jumps from brightness. This screen here, where this one won't do that, is more gradual. It will adjust, but it's like a gradual adjust, which is a lot nicer than this one jumping bright and dim, real quickly. Trackpads look to me to be about the same size. There, this one's 3 7/8 wide. This one is, that one's a little bit wider. It's about 1/4 inch wider. So the 13-inch of this one's going to be much bigger because it's a lot bigger than that. Going on height here, this one is 2.5 inches tall. This one's about a 1/16 of an inch shorter. Going between that way. I really like the keyboard on this one. I like it. I have to say, I like it better than the keyboard on this one. Just a little bit of typing that I have done on this, and these strange fonts on here don't bother me. I was at one, when I was first looking at it on the Googles, I was worried about these airports were for the fan. I thought, well, if I have it on a bed or something, that's going to get covered up. Apple's got their vents kind of up inside of here, but in fact, this has two areas. It has this, but also there is vents all inside of here too. So you kind of get double duty there. And if you have it on a blanket or something, you're not, hosing yourself on the vents there. So is it a fair comparison? I don't know. What difference does it make? There's a couple of videos out there comparing 13 XPS to the 13 MacBook, and I'm going after maximum portability, but I need to be able to do my work. It's got to be for work stuff. I got to do CAD. I got to do photo editing. I got to do downloading, sending of large files. This has the AC, the 802.11 AC, just like this one here too. The touchscreen, okay, whatever. I don't really dig touching it, touching my screen. Whether it's, the Windows 8.1, it's a little bit better than 8. Okay, I didn't dig the Mac OS. I know it's a very popular OS. I've used Windows since I was a child. And, not when I was a child, I don't think there was any operating system. But since, I've been using Windows or Microsoft products since DOS, this one, Finder, all that, it really threw me for a loop. Probably I could have gotten more into it, but once I used Mac OS, I was like, well, maybe Windows 8.1 isn't that bad. I had to come back to this because I just felt like I was in prison. Using the Mac OS. And, maybe in 2015 we'll have Windows 9, and who knows, what it'll bring. Hopefully they just make it more stable, faster, better power, stuff, and otherwise it works just like, Windows 7 as far as the UI. I would be happy if it worked just like Windows 7. You get past this nonsense that they put in front of you, the start screen and the apps thing and all that, and you kind of looks just like Windows 7. When you actually get to the Windows, it looks like Windows 7. But they got to put this stuff up, these blockades, and then I don't like to. I don't know if I can change it, but when you're trying to swipe here and it keep jumping up because when you go like this, it comes. If we go,
Maybe you have to type in the password.
Yeah, and I don't like that. It doesn't seem to be able to allow you to not have a password. I'll have to get on the Googles. See, I don't need this. Like, how many times do I have to look at this stuff? I got to keep seeing, and then here, I'm trying to just get around, but, I touched the wrong spot, so it keeps jumping out here, so that's a little annoying. So I'll have to figure out if I can disable that. disable the things that tell you, oh, swipe here. I get it, you know. I already know that. So anyway, that's not really the point. See that? I'm just trying to move across the screen, but if I swipe off from here, then it keeps coming on there. I wish it would be fast and all that, but work just like the old UI. Alright, there you go. A little bit more info there.